This conference will now be recorded.
So good afternoon. Welcome to the Educational Opportunity Fund Summer Scholars Information Session 2021. Welcome, scholars. For our agenda today, we're going to cover why you're making the right choice at Warren, what is EOF, why EOF at Warren works, how it works, and we'll have some testimonials from some of our scholars from 2019, 2020, and 21 who graduated and transferred and are doing really incredible things in their future, and what the next steps are, as well as important dates and the to-dos. So welcome once again, Warren County Community College Educational Opportunity Fund Program. Hopefully by the end of this session, our goal is for you to be excited about what's to come. If you have not already submitted your application, that you will be doing that as soon as possible so we can get you registered for your free summer course. I am Dean Warren, Tiffany Warren. I am the EOF Director. I'm also the Area Chair for the Addictions Counseling Program and Criminal Justice. And my email, I will make that correction because it is incorrect on the slide here, but my email is twarren@warren.edu. My phone number and extension is correct, so you can also call me or email me if you have any questions. And I'll let Lisa introduce herself.
Hi, y'all. My name is Lisa Stoll. I am the librarian at Warren County Community College, but I am also a, I don't know what my title is for the EOF, except for I do help with the peer mentor program that goes on every semester and just a bunch of other things that Tiffany randomly wants to assign me.
I love all other duties as assigned. And your official title as listed is EOF Peer Mentor Coordinator. And Lisa is also recognized on campus as one of our EOF Staff champions, I believe 2019.
I think so, yes.
Yes. No problem, Sarah. I see that you're back. And Barbara McFarland is our administrative assistant as listed. She is not on the call at this time, but you may in the future receive an email or a phone call from her just as a reminder for something relating to the program. We have two faculty mentors, Professor Sarah George, who's also a teaching administrator, and she teaches economics and mathematics, and Dr. Tony Perrone, and he teaches our biology courses and some medical assisting. Information, student support. Our Vice President, Jeremy Beeler, Rebecca Mellinger is one of our academic advisors, one of many academic advisors in student services, but she's also the Disability Services Coordinator. So if you're recently out of high school and you had an IEP in high school, many of the same services that you received in high school will be available to you here at Warren County Community College, and Rebecca Mellinger is who you would reach in order to obtain some of those support services. Jackie Daly, who's a little camera shy, she's our financial aid director, and her contact information will also be further in the slide deck if you have any questions regarding your financial aid. And last but not least, Rose Lynch is our coordinator of the Instructional Support Center, and she will be someone that you will get to know during the course of the Summer Scholars Program. And finally, the remainder of our team here at Warren includes some peer mentors. Macarena, who's pictured first, she is actually graduating. So we're very excited for her and transferring to the College of New Jersey to continue her elementary and secondary education. And we have Dina and Chris, who will be with us in the fall, continuing as EOF peer mentors. And you can find more information about our peer mentoring program on the EOF webpage from the drop down on the Warren County Community College homepage. So you made the right choice coming to Warren. As you can see, just a few of our accolades that were the best in New Jersey. We're the #1 community college. We have been ranked #1 in New Jersey and 11 in the USA in the Chronicle of Higher Education. We're #1 community college nursing program. And we're also ranked in the top 20 safest campuses in the United States of America. So if you're choosing Warren, I believe these are 4 incredible reasons to be with us. So what is EOF? EOF is a program that's existed now over 50 years. It was established in 1968. We've had it here at Warren for just over 15 years. It was established in 2005, and our mission is essentially college readiness, academic success, and college completion. The whole purpose behind this program is for the staff to help you be successful from semester to semester as you persist and then ultimately graduate and either transfer to a 4-year school or into your future career and helping with that transition. There's a financial grant support in the fall and the spring semester. Your support actually starts in the summer with the Summer Scholars Program, and that's a completely free program for all students who are eligible and participate. And EOF at Warren and beyond, again, that just means simply that we are here once you graduate and transfer or as you transition into your career. And by the time we get to the end of this workshop session, you will see some of our alumni and their accolades through the testimonials that they're going to share. So what EOF is not, and I think this is really important to know, that it is not an entitlement program or a financial aid program. While financial aid in the form of a grant is made available, if you're a full-time student, in the fall semester, you'd receive a grant up to $650 in addition to your other financial aid support. And the same in the spring if you maintain full-time enrollment, up to $650 in the spring. So that's a $1,300 grant just from the EOF program. And if you are 3/4 time, which is 9 to 11 credits, it's a slightly reduced grant. And also if you're 6 to 8 credits, it's a slightly reduced grant. But ultimately, if you qualify, there are additional grant dollars available. So one of the reasons why you would choose EOF at Warren is the EOF Advantage, and that is in the form of our Summer Scholars Program, which is why you're all here to learn a little bit more about that. We're offering it this summer in a hybrid format. We start July 7th through August 11th. And July 7th is the day before your class formally starts, which will start on the 8th. But on the 7th, we'd want to bring you in, help you transition, learn the system so that you would know how to access all of the online resources that we have, and also receive all of your school supplies and everything that you would need to begin your coursework and the program. And the benefits, as you can see, there's a number of benefits that students will be able to take advantage of. But I think most importantly, getting to know the campus, getting to know campus support services, faculty, staff, and building a community. And you'll see that there are about 80 students on our campus, but there are 13,000 students statewide. And again, why at Warren? Our program, like I said, will run from July 7th through August 11th, and this gives you a sample of what the schedule would look like. On July 7th, we would have that mandatory orientation. That would be from 10 a.m. till about 2:30. There'd be a breakfast and lunch as part of that. And then on July 8th, we would, and the mandatory orientation would be here at the Washington campus. So that would be a face-to-face orientation. And I say that because on July 8th, the sessions would be running virtually. So we're going to be a hybrid program. So essentially on Mondays, you would be here on campus because you would be in your Psych 101 course. And on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you would be fully online for workshops, different discussions, community building and advisement. So the value of our Summer Scholars Program, we have educational supplies you would be receiving, and that's on average is about $50 per student. Could be slightly more depending on what items we're going to be purchasing for you. You'll have your 3-credit course that would be at no cost to you, which is about $519 for that class. You'd receive the benefit of getting your Cengage subscription in advance this summer. That's $135, and that subscription would be good for this summer, the fall semester, and the spring semester. So you wouldn't need to renew the subscription until the following summer. And with that, it's a really good value because those are your textbooks for the entire school year. You're able to apply for funding through the CARES Act, and if you require a new laptop or a printer or any type of support that the CARES funding would cover, once you're registered for your summer course, and once I receive contracts for the students who are accepted to the program, I'll be registering you for the site course. Once you're registered for the course, then you're eligible to apply for the additional CARES funding. And again, I don't have a dollar figure next to that because that'll vary from student to student depending on what your needs are, and that'll be reviewed by financial aid. And lastly, the EOF community at Warren and statewide is priceless because you get the benefit of a community of learners that are very supportive, definitely working together to help one another make the college transition, and also keep one another accountable and on track so that you're able to graduate, and also helping with, pointing you in the right directions with resources through our peer mentors and through the staff champions and faculty champions that we have on campus, among, each of the office support, academic student services, our budget and finance office, the library, the instructional support center, and our, foundation. And the program is fully supported from our college president, Dr. Will Austin, all the way through the red team, which would be our probably the ones that we use the most around campus to keep everything running the way it needs to run. But all in all, the EOF program invests in each student, and the college supports that 100%. So how does it all work? So reason number 2 why you would want EOF at Warren is that we do provide that academic, personal, social, and financial support. And the unique part of EOF is that it starts from day one, and then we work with you through graduation or till you enter the workforce. And so that is something that's really specific to EOF. And once you transfer to your 4-year school, the program is something that you could continue at Rutgers, at Montclair State, at some of the, I don't know if you can see banners on my wall, but all of those are different colleges that also have the EOF program. And through a transfer process upon graduation, we would make that happen for you. We also offer all students on our campus receive the full benefit of all of the support services that are listed here. Lisa, if you could talk just a little bit about the Golden Eagle Safety Nest.
Sure. So a couple of years ago, we started a food insecurity program, and since our mascot is the Golden Eagle, even though we don't have any sports teams, our mascot is still the Golden Eagle, and so we decided to call it the Golden Eagle Safety Nest, in that like it can kind of like a safety net, but a nest because it's a bird. So that explains the name. But what this is for students who are experiencing food insecurity, we have a couple different options. First, you can get a gift card to ShopRite, a $20 gift card to ShopRite once per month. But the other thing is that you can come in and get gift certificates for our cafe here on campus, usually a couple times a week. So that way we can help you to make sure you're at least getting some food and meals while you're here. Because we understand that, especially if a student, I don't know if this applies to any of you, but students sometimes they are getting you know, food security support while they're in high school. You know, they get lunches or breakfasts and weekend stuff. But once they go to college, that student still has the same needs. And perhaps their parents aren't paying for their food and things like that. So students still have the same need to eat, but there's no programs available. So that's why we started this program, to help our students, you know, really just have those resources. But we also at the same time ask any students who maybe have an abundance of resources to help donate gift cards, or cash is nice too, so that we can provide for the program. We do fundraisers throughout the year, but with COVID, we haven't really been able to do that. So we're just trying to make everything last and make sure that we can always help the students here.
And as you can see, I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 different free services. So we have free parking on our campus. There are parking permits that you just hang in your window, and that is obtained through the library when you get your student ID. We have free tutoring services, which we're offering virtually at this time. Once we are a little bit further along with COVID, we will be offering our face-to-face tutoring. And we also have free printing and copying. So in the library, you can go in and you can print out any notes or PowerPoint slides that your professor may have, and any copies that you need. And on many campuses, those are definitely have fees attached to them. We have several computer labs and there are computers available in the library for your support. And then we have our academic advising and academic success programs that are offered through student services, and EOF has additional and extended support services that are just for EOF students on the campus. I talked a little bit about accommodations. If you had an IEP, you're able to contact Rebecca Mellinger, but just wanted to draw your attention to a word that you may not be familiar with in college called FERPA, and that's the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. And what that is if you're 18 or older, the it's your privacy. So you would have to extend to your parent or a family member the right to get information about your academic record, whether it's attendance or your grades and or your finances in terms of your bill. And there's a process that we have, but FERPA is definitely something that you'll learn a little bit more about once you're a student here on campus. And this is a federal regulation. So regardless to, you know, whether it's at Warren or any other college in the state of New Jersey and nationally, this is something that protects the student. So here are some examples of our testimonials, and As you see across the top banner, Scholars, Leaders, Excellence, that is our mantra. You come in as an EOF Summer Scholar, you continue as a scholar, you develop as a leader, and our goal is to help you with that academic excellence. And these are some reasons why, you know, our EOF Pride and Student Success. Hannah, again, was a scholar from the class of 2018, and she was an International Honor Society. She transferred to Montclair State. She graduated from Montclair State, and she's now enrolled as a graduate student there. And she did her 2 years here at Warren as a social science major. Mahmoud is another scholar who transferred over to Drew University, and he has, let me see, I don't know if he's graduated yet. 19. You know what? He probably completed this year in 2021. And I believe, actually, if I'm not mistaken, that Mahmoud also started his own company. And so he's working for himself. And I believe he does have a career with, you know, a corporate company as well. So a few other testimonials. Macarena probably looks familiar from our EOF Peer Mentor slide. She's graduating this year, and her testimonial was, EOF has helped me advance in college. I truly do not believe I'd still be in college if it weren't for EOF. And generally, that's the sentiment of many of our scholars, that the takeaway is the support service, the family-orient, EOF actually statewide is affectionately known as Extension of Family. And we truly try to help one another and help you be as successful as possible, get you back on track. Sometimes there's a little, you know, tough love involved to make you, you know, give you those reality checks. But the long and short of it, the students who follow the blueprint that we set out for you, and you follow and get your work done to the best of your ability in your classes, you are able with no problem to complete the course sequence and graduate ultimately. And one final testimonial comes from Michael. And again, short and sweet, a lot of things wouldn't be possible without the EOF program. Because of the EOF program, I'm able to graduate this year. And he was a scholar from the class of 2019. He also transferred to Montclair State University, and he was a liberal arts major here with us. And again, he's also a graduate now, an alumni of Montclair State University. And I always say, students who start out at Warren, you start out as an eagle. And if you transfer to Montclair State, I believe they are, what is their bird? They're another bird too. Oh my gosh, I can't remember now, but they're definitely a bird as well. So next steps. So for many of you, if you've done the application, the next step, once you've received your acceptance letter, or if you've already received your acceptance letter, then the next step is for you to get your Summer Scholars contract to me. Now, I do have a deadline date of June 28th. However, I have 3 contracts. I have 20 seats. So literally, I have 17 available. And so as students complete their applications and submit those contracts, less and less seats become available, because we do have limited funding, and I can fund up to 20 students. So to date, we have an orientation that will be that face-to-face orientation that'll be held on July 7th at 10 a.m. And ultimately completing all of your financial aid requirements by the 7th would be ideal. However, you know, with the state and federal government, sometimes students get selected for verification. But again, we have Jackie Daly on site that'll help work you through all of those documents that you may need to turn in. On the day of the orientation, that would be your pickup of your educational supplies. So when you come into the building at 10 o'clock, part of that will be picking up all of your supplies, your backpack, and whatever else that you have that we're making available. And the 7th is ultimately the first day of the program, with the 8th being the first day of your academic classes. The last day of the summer program is the 11th, because that's the last day that your class will run for the Psych 101. And if you take down this email address, this eofp@warren.edu is our EOF program email. And it's easier for us to pull any questions that you might have, because it doesn't get commingled with our work emails. And I would suggest using that for any questions that you may have after the workshop that we're conducting now. Again, you can note Jackie Daly's information. She's jdaly@warren.edu. And I don't have it listed here, but Lisa, if you can type it in the chat for me. Jackie's extension, her direct line is 908-835-2309. And you can always reach her at that number, and that's direct number to her desk as well as email. Thank you. At this time, if you can see at the lower, I guess it's lower left on my screen, maybe it's lower right on yours, but that's our college president pictured with Cora holding the certificate. That year she graduated, she won the President's Award for her academic excellence here on campus, and we were very excited because she's also an EOF scholar. And we had many EOF scholars pictured here at the top that were recognized at the graduation awards. I think that year of 2019 may have been one of the highest number of EOF scholars recognized at the breakfast. And just to quote Dr. Austin, join us and see what makes Warren County College a special place for you to learn and grow. I think that really sums up what we have to offer here as a college, but also as the EOF program. Lisa and I are always available, open door policy, and anyone who knows the two of us, and I think everyone on this campus associated with the program and not, this campus, we're small enough that we're able to give you that personalized support and assistance in order to help you make your adjustment here to college, but also so that you can thrive and learn and grow in a nurturing environment. So at this time, I'm happy to take any questions that anyone may have, or if there are any questions in the chat. You can just unmute yourself and share with me any questions that you may have. Oh, I think someone in the chat posted that they've already taken Intro to Psych.
Yes, Sarah already.
Yeah. So if you've already taken the course that's currently offered, we would work one-on-one to find a different course that we'd be able to cover the cost for, if that fits your schedule, your personal schedule, as well as your degree requirements for your major. Last summer, I can tell you that we had only one student who did not take the course in summer session C, only because she had paid on her own to take classes in summer session A, and she had already taken the course that we were offering, and she just did the workshop component, and she did not have the coursework that was also to be a part of the summer program. But certainly the part of the EOF Advantage is getting those 3 extra credits in the summer. And
So
our course,
sorry.
good. Sorry, Bailey.
Hi, who would we contact regarding that?
You would, if you've already taken the psychology, it would be either myself or Lisa Stahl, one of the 2 of us that are on the call right now.
Okay, thank you.
And yep, and our contact information is in the slide deck, where you can just email us directly.
Also, I want to share with you guys the URL for the EOF webpage, because it can be kind of weird to try to get to from the homepage for various and sundry reasons. So let me share with you the direct URL for the EOF page, because there's a lot of information on there, as well as contact information and stuff, so that if at any time you need help, it's there. So there's the direct URL for it.
Lisa, do you want me to give you share screen ability? You want to share your screen?
I mean, you can if you want me to. Do you want me to review the webpage?
Sure, hold on a sec. Okay, you are now the presenter.
It does say that. That's so scary. So as I was saying, there is a lot of information available on the EOF webpage. And so on here, there's obviously the applications, and I'm going to put the video of this session. It's going to be right here under this link where it says 2021 Summer Scholars. The brochures here, the eligibility requirements, the newsletter that is put out, and then we have EOF events. So over COVID, it's been a little hard to do as many events as we normally do, but we've tried to keep up different kinds of events and you know, different themes and things like that, and understand that once we're back on campus in the fall, we have EOF events on a regular basis. And we also participate, the students can participate in statewide events that are a lot of fun. And sometimes those are going to be virtual just because logistically it makes it easier. But even online, there is a sense of family and a sense of belonging by participating in these sessions. There's also right here, contact us button. So that's where you can get all the contact information. You can get emails and phone numbers. And Tiffany and I both, if you're in the EOF program, we will probably end up sharing our cell phone number with you, and you can text us at any time. We also, on our YouTube channel, we have a bunch of different videos from last summer and other things that we've done in EOF. So I always tell students to like us on YouTube so we can keep putting out content. This is the information about the summer program, and I can't tell you how much I recommend taking advantage of the summer program. Even if you're not sure what you're going to do after that, the summer program is really a great time to get to know other people on campus in not only an academic setting, but it's also social as well. And we have a lot of fun, and we eat a lot of food, and we do a lot of learning, but all at the same time, which makes it even more fun in my opinion. And you really get to know people so that when if you do start classes in the fall, you already know some faces and you're going to maybe be in the same classes. And even if you're not, you're going to have, you know, their phone numbers or whatever it is, however you want to contact people, you know, to text them or whatever. You're going to have that information and say, hey, you know, I'm having problems with this class. Do you want to get together and study? You know, things like that that you can do. That I think is really super helpful when you're in college is to have a support system within the school, not only Tiffany and I and all the other people who work with EOF, but amongst other students too. I think that's just a lot of fun and the best way to go about it. So we do have under support services, this explains our peer mentor program. And these are the requirements to become a peer mentor. So I'm going to, as the peer mentor coordinator, I'm going to ask you to keep that in the back of your mind, as if you enjoy your time in the EOF program. Once you have 15 credits, you are welcome to apply to be an EOF peer mentor, and it's a great experience. You get to do a lot of leadership activities and things like that that you can put on your resume when you transfer to another college or when you go into the job market. You know, that information is here. And I think it's a really fun program, and we just want to see it get bigger and bigger. Let's see what else is over here. Oops, I went too far. Admissions, EOF. What else? We do have a forms page right here where we have different forms, not only for EOF, but for the school. If you're looking for a specific form, it might be there. EOF graduates and alumni. So this is a page we're building right now for the 2020 and the 2021 graduates. And that's where you see Tiffany got some of that information from our soon to be graduates or last year's graduates, since COVID kind of stopped everything. And then down here, you'll have even more testimonials from some of our previous scholars who have gone through the program. And I think they give you a good sense of what the program's all about and how it can be beneficial to you. And I have not heard a single student complain about the EOF program. And I've been here for 15 years. So, and I talk to a lot of students. So as someone who didn't take advantage of that program when I was at Warren, I highly recommend that anybody who has the opportunity to be part of EOF should. And I think that's about it. Is there anything else you wanted me to show them, Tiffany? Hello? Hello? I mean, I can keep talking.
No, I was on mute. I just said, no, you went through all the highlights of the website. The one thing I would like to add, and I don't know if any of the callers, had picked up on what Lisa said about her being an alumni. So she's an alumni of Warren County Community College. Rose Lynch is alumni. We have someone in our business office that's alumni. Barbara McFarland, our administrative assistant, is alumni. I'm trying to think. Well, to say the least, we have a lot of alumni that are here on campus that, continued and work here within the offices. So the good thing about that is that they've been in your shoes and understand, the academic rigor, understand the rigor of time management with school and work, because many of them attended, college part-time or full-time and still had a job.
College.
Exactly. We're lifelong learners here at Warren. So again, and first generation, I'm a first generation college student. And there are also a lot of first generation college students here that work, within the offices, but also just students across campus. And one thing I believe that first generation students benefit from is a supportive network. So that way you know where to go when you have questions, and EOF does provide that. I wish I had that for myself when I was a student in college, because I winged it most of the time, or just, by happenstance figured it out. But the benefit of this program is you're never alone. If you have a question, we're always here to help.
Yep.
So in closing, if there are no questions, just take one more scan of the chat. We're going to end this session.
I have a question.
Sure, Sarah.
So I don't know how to really say it. Like, I'm an eligible NJ Star student, so I'm not sure, like, if that would conflict with this program. Would it, do you think?
No, you can absolutely qualify for NJ Stars and also qualify for the EOF program. And as an NJ Stars student, I mean, that's like a double benefit. So you get a separate set of benefits as an NJ Stars student, and then you get additional benefits from being an EOF student. And again, when you transfer to your four-year school, you'd have the benefit of transferring also as an EOF scholar and receiving benefits at your four-year school.
Okay, thank you, because that was one of my concerns.
Yeah.
And also, the EOF program, like that continues, like I think you just said that, like it continues throughout your college experience, like it doesn't just pertain to for the summer, right?
Right,
yeah.
right. The summer is just the beginning. It's your start as you transition to college. And then we have different programming throughout the school year, but it's literally for all 4 semesters that you're a student here. If you complete in 2 years, which is our goal for you. But if you were here an extra semester, you would still be a part of the program and continue to receive your funding and support services through transfer to your four-year school or to your career.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else have any questions? If you haven't already applied, I hope that you're feeling really excited about Warren and about EOF at Warren, and that you'll get those applications in. Like I said, I have, or if you've applied and you've received your acceptance letter and you have not submitted your contract, please submit that contract ASAP to secure your seat so we can get you registered for the psych course.
You can hear me?
Greg, go ahead, Gregory.
All right, so I'm doing physics for the EOF psychology or whatever for the EOF program, and that's in my fall class like schedule, full classes or whatever. So is there a way I can take it out and get a different class?
Yeah, what we'll do, Gregory, is when we register you for the summer section, then we'll drop you from the fall section of psychology and we'll be able to add another course for you. So we'll connect with you virtually to add another class based on your major and to fit your schedule. But yes, you'll be able to get the benefit of psych this summer and you can take a different class in the fall.
All right, who should I go for that?
We'll initiate it. Once you send me your contract, we'll initiate that process here, and I'll be working with Lisa and our Vice President of Student Services to get that taken care of for you.
Yeah, my contract is in.
Oh, you submitted it already? All right. Well, you'll be hearing from us definitely, because we'll need to know what you might like to take. So we'll establish what some of the options are for you, and then you'll be able to make that selection, and we'll get you registered for that class in the fall.
All right, sounds great.
You'll be good to go.
All right, for sure.
All right. Anyone else?
I had another question.
Sure.
For the application, where would I go to fill that out? I think I just filled something out, but I'm not sure if that's the application.
The application is on the web page. Let's see. I'll share my screen
I'm
again.
gonna put the link in right now.
You're gonna put the link in? Okay.
Oh, well, you got it too, but now you messed me up. Wait, what's going on here?
No, because
Oh,
I started sharing.
You're good. You're good. I just got confused. It's Monday.
All right. So if you go to the college homepage, mine just goes straight to the EOF page, but you can find us easily under quick links, EOF scholarship program, and scroll down and the apply now, the online form. So you click there and the application comes up and you just complete the application right here. Once you fill out everything and click submit, it comes directly to my inbox.
Okay, I'll fill that out then. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. I'm so excited that you've decided that you will be joining us this summer. So that's awesome, because you were waiting to decide. So that's great.
I'm excited. I'm excited to get started.
Good. Well, I'm going to stop recording and